Hey folks, today we are taking a look at Transformers Cybertron Breakdown. This guy is also known as Autolander in Galaxy Force. And please excuse the creaking you hear, that is the chair I am sitting in. So, what we have here is a three-wheeled dragster. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't even know what to make of this. This is probably the weirdest vehicle mode we see, or one of the weirder vehicle modes we see in the Cybertron line. And the reason is, this thing can't turn. It's made to go in a straight line. I can't think of any way for this guy to actually turn around a corner. But considering he's a Grumpelgus, I don't think it really matters. So the vehicle mode is a little strange. Now his weapon is this thing in the front, or stored in the front, that is activated with a planet key, specifically the Speedia or Speed Planet key. When you push it in, he gets this sword, this weird sword. So the best he can do in vehicle mode is poke you. Poke. That's all he can do. He can just poke you with the sword. Okay, fine. So, transformation for this guy is actually really interesting. Take the entire front and fold it up into the rest of the vehicle. Then reach underneath the hinge that you just folded up and unpeg the legs. Now the legs are pegged under the vehicle and in the sides of the vehicle. So unpeg them and fold them out like that. And then fold the feet down. Next, take the entire, I guess you would call this the cockpit section, and fold that along with the front of the vehicle onto the figure's back, or what will be the figure's back. Then rotate these sections with the wheels, rotate them all the way around to expose the arms, then reach up by the engine and rotate the head around. And there we go. We've got Breakdown in robot mode. I like the robot mode. I think the robot mode looks good. I think it's a good robot mode. It's definitely interesting. It looks pretty tough, and except for the giant thing coming on his back, giant backpack. But it can act as a third leg to keep him stable, so that is good. But he doesn't have any problem standing up. He really doesn't. See? And when you give him his weapon, he looks silly, I will admit. So, there we go. So, yeah, I still think the weapon is silly, but it's not awful. So, this guy's actually pretty cool. So, does he belong in your collection? Only pick this one up if you've got to have him. If you've got to have this guy, or you think he's cool, pick him up. Otherwise, he's not really necessary. Like Clocker, even though I like Clocker, these basics from some of these basics from the Cybertron toy line just aren't that great. Yeah, he's got some good posability. He's got ball joints. Just about every joint, actually every joint except his neck is a ball joint. So you can get some poses, but he's not great. And honestly, there are a lot more better, larger figures that I would recommend before picking up Breakdown.